Hi, this is Celeste. I'm a nationally certified interventionist. I'm a recovery coach. I'm also a family coach. And I'm here to talk to you today about that feeling of wanting to give up when you're really in that pit of active addiction. And I remember when I was really it's at some of the worst spots in my addiction, just wishing that the earth would just swallow me up, or that God would just take me in my sleep. And I so desperately wanted it to end, but feeling like it never would. And I never saw a way out of active addiction. And for me, the hardest part was taking that first step and going to someone and saying, I need help with this. Like, I can't manage this on my own anymore, and this sucks. So I really get where you're at when you're in that feeling of wanting to give up and not sure how to keep going with where you're at, and also not sure how to change it. Like, there's just that very powerful dynamic of opposing ideas and opposing desires, and it's a very hellish place to be. And I always felt like I was at the gates of hell in active addiction. So I definitely get that, and I've incorporated a lot of that into my recovery coaching program. So we work a lot on how to get our brain out of the depths of despair, and how to start changing that feeling of coming out of hell and starting to find the joy again in life. So during the program, we'll focus a lot on urge management, cravings, relapse prevention. We'll work a lot on changing some of those negative thinking patterns that really got us to that state of active addiction where we feel like we're at the gates of hell. Changing those thinking patterns. And the great thing about starting to change those thinking patterns for myself, I've done this work myself, and I feel like it was really beneficial. And for people that I've worked with that have done this same process, the things that I hear from those people is that changing the thought processes really start to change our feelings, change our behaviors, and really start to change the outcomes and the consequences of our behaviors. So thinking doesn't just impact our thinking process, but also several other key areas in our life. And you'll really start to see a shift in how you feel and how you behave, and how other people start to react to you. And by default, your relationships will start to improve. You'll start to see better things starting to happen for yourself and for the people around you. We'll also work on setting boundaries, which is hard for a lot of people in active addiction. And sometimes that's some of the issues that got us to where we are in active addiction, and using substances to mask the pain of not setting boundaries. We'll talk a lot about improving communication, more effectively communicating our wants, our needs, and again, that's going to improve our relationships. And we'll focus on that too, on how to use those boundaries and effective communication tools to improve our relationships and create meaningful recovery, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we all crave. Whether we're in active addiction, early recovery, or long-term recovery, we all just want to find peace and joy and happiness. And it takes a lot of hard work. So the program's a lot of hard work, and you're going to have to continue to do the work well after the program is over. It's a daily thing. It's a daily thing having to do this work and to improve, and to constantly find more peace, more joy, more happiness. But I can say in my own life and for people that I work with, it's absolutely worth it. And I said to one client, like, you see me walking around now with this, idiot grin on my face, and, it drives people crazy. And I said, like, does it drive you crazy? And she's like, yeah. And I said, well, that's because I've done the work, and now I get to walk around annoying people with my idiot grin all the time, annoying people and wondering, a lot of times you're left wondering, how did she get that? How did she get to walk around with a smile on her face all the time? And that's because I've done the work. So I'm going to encourage you to apply for the recovery coaching program. I'm going to put the details in the caption below, and apply for the program. We'll get on the phone, we'll have a discussion and start to build your individualized program. So a lot of the concepts are going to be the same for different clients, but we're going to definitely individualize it for you, and it's going to depend on your drug of choice, how long you've been using, underlying mental health concerns, family of origin issues. So it's going to be very personalized and individualized for you, because we want to make sure that it's going to be most useful to you. So make sure you fill out that application today, because spots are limited. We'll get on the phone, we'll talk, and we'll start to improve your life and get you feeling happier, get you the joy and happiness and peace that you deserve. Thanks for tuning in.